Veggie risks for seniors. Ready to have your mind blown by what's hiding in your fridge? Some of those healthy-looking veggies you've been adding to your meals might actually be doing more harm than good, especially if you're over 60. What you're about to learn could be a real game changer for your health. In today's eye-opening video, we're revealing 9 vegetables that older adults should seriously think about avoiding. We're not talking about mild discomfort here. These veggies could be spiking your blood sugar, worsening arthritis, or even clashing with critical medications. You might be surprised to find out that some of these healthy foods could have been quietly sabotaging your body for years. Certain vegetables can raise blood sugar levels, strain your kidneys, or trigger flare-ups in conditions like gout or arthritis. Others may lead to bloating, indigestion, or even block the absorption of essential nutrients. But here's the good news. We're not just listing what to avoid. We're giving you smarter, safer alternatives that can actually boost your health. Are you ready to find out if your favorite veggie made the list? Stick around. Number 7 might shock you. 9 veggies to avoid. Overview. Let's break down the 9 vegetables seniors may want to avoid, or at least approach with caution. 1. Bell peppers. Trigger for acid reflux and inflammation. Bell peppers are colorful, crunchy, and loaded with vitamin C and antioxidants. But for older adults, they might come with some hidden downsides, especially when eaten raw. The problem? Bell peppers can relax the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that keeps stomach acid where it belongs. This allows acid to travel upward, which can trigger heartburn or acid reflux, particularly for seniors who already deal with GERD or similar digestive issues. Bell peppers are part of the nightshade family, along with tomatoes, eggplants, and potatoes. Nightshades contain compounds called alkaloids, which may cause inflammation in some people. For seniors with arthritis or joint pain, these veggies could be making symptoms worse. Cooking bell peppers can help reduce their acidity and make them easier to digest. But if you're still experiencing reflux or joint discomfort, it may be worth switching to gentler vegetables like zucchini or carrots. 2. Beets. Sugar spikes and kidney stone risks. Beets may look like a healthy choice, but for seniors, especially those with certain conditions, they can come with complications. For starters, beets are naturally high in sugar. While the sweetness comes from a natural source, it can still cause spikes in blood sugar. Bad news for seniors managing diabetes or insulin resistance. Of stones, you may want to avoid or limit your beet intake. That said, beets do have benefits like supporting blood pressure and circulation. If you want to keep them in your diet, try roasting or steaming them to lower their glycemic impact, and mix them with fiber-rich veggies to soften the sugar load. Even better, blend beets with greens or dilute beet juice with water to ease the effect on your kidneys and blood sugar. 3. Brussels sprouts. Fiber overload and gas trouble. Brussels sprouts are part of the cruciferous family, along with cabbage, cauliflower, and broccoli. They're celebrated for being fiber-rich and cancer-fighting. But for seniors, they can also bring on digestive issues. With age, the digestive system slows down, making it harder to process high-fiber foods. That means Brussels sprouts can cause gas, bloating, or even worsen conditions like IBS or constipation in older adults. They also contain sulfur compounds, which give them their distinct odor when cooked, and may lead to increased gas production in the gut. For seniors already dealing with slow digestion or stomach sensitivity, that's a recipe for discomfort. If you enjoy Brussels sprouts, start with small portions and cook them thoroughly. Cooking helps break down the tough fibers and sulfur, making them easier on your stomach. Pair them with easier-to-digest foods and drink plenty of water to reduce the digestive strain. 4. Okra. Tricky texture and digestive challenges. A staple in southern cooking, okra is known for its slimy texture and high fiber. While it has its perks, it's not always ideal for seniors. Okra contains fructans, a type of carbohydrate that many people have trouble digesting. For seniors with sensitive stomachs, or IBS, this can lead to gas, bloating, and cramping. Its slippery texture, caused by mucilage, also makes it difficult to chew and swallow, especially for seniors with dentures, dry mouth, or swallowing difficulties like dysphagia. Plus, like beets, okra is high in oxalates, which can raise the risk of kidney stones in those who are prone. To make okra more senior-friendly, cook it thoroughly and keep portions moderate. If it still causes discomfort, swap it out for easier options like zucchini or green beans, which are gentler on digestion and easier to chew. 5. Garlic potential risk for medication mix-ups. Garlic is widely praised for its health benefits, boosting immunity, lowering blood pressure, and even supporting heart health. But it's not without its risks, especially for seniors on certain medications. The big issue: garlic thins the blood. While that may be good for heart health, it can be dangerous when combined with blood thinners like warfarin. This combo can increase the risk of internal bleeding, especially if you're not monitored closely by your doctor. Garlic can also cause digestive irritation, especially when eaten raw. Sulfur compounds in garlic can lead to heartburn, acid reflux, and stomach upset, particularly in those with sensitive digestive systems. If you're on blood thinners or experience heartburn, talk to your healthcare provider before adding a lot of garlic to your meals. Cooking garlic can reduce its harsh effects while still delivering many of its benefits. 6. Tomatoes, acidity and inflammation. Tomatoes are a favorite in many kitchens thanks to their rich flavor and high lycopene content, which is linked to reduced risk of heart disease and certain cancers. But for older adults, tomatoes, especially when cooked into sauces or soups, can cause problems. Their high acidity can worsen acid reflux, or GERD, conditions that already affect many seniors. In fact, cooking tomatoes tends to concentrate their acids, making them more likely to trigger heartburn or indigestion in those with sensitive stomachs. Tomatoes also belong to the nightshade family, just like bell peppers. These vegetables contain alkaloids, which may lead to inflammation in some individuals. For seniors with arthritis or other inflammatory conditions, eating large amounts of tomatoes might aggravate their symptoms. If you love tomatoes but want to avoid the discomfort, try less acidic varieties like yellow or orange tomatoes. You can also steer clear of highly concentrated forms, such as tomato paste, and balance your meals with non-acidic sides to help neutralize the effects. 7. Radishes, digestive irritation. Radishes add a fresh, peppery crunch to salads, but they're not always friendly to aging stomachs. Their spicy kick comes from compounds that can irritate the stomach lining, leading to bloating, gas, and discomfort. For older adults with IBS or sensitive digestive systems, radishes can be more irritating than helpful. What's more, radishes act as a natural diuretic, meaning they increase urine production. This could be a concern for seniors with kidney conditions or those taking prescription diuretics, as it can interfere with the body's fluid balance. If radishes upset your stomach, it might be time to scale back. Cooking them can help mellow their flavor and make them easier to digest. Or consider swapping them out with cucumbers. They offer the same crisp bite with far less digestive trouble. Chard, kidney stones and blood thinner conflicts. Chard is a leafy green loaded with nutrients like magnesium, potassium, and vitamins A, C, and K. But for seniors, especially those with health conditions, chard comes with some caution signs. Chard is high in oxalates, compounds that can lead to kidney stones if consumed in excess. Seniors with kidney concerns or a history of stones should be especially mindful of their intake. Even more important, chard contains a lot of vitamin K, which plays a key role in blood clotting. If you're on blood-thinning medication, Eating too much chard can interfere with your dosage and reduce the effectiveness of your prescription. If you enjoy leafy greens but are on medications or have kidney issues, consider limiting your chard intake. Cooking can help reduce its oxalate content, making it a safer option. As always, talk to your doctor about what's right for your diet and medications. Onions, stomach sensitivities. Onions bring bold flavor to countless dishes, but they can be a troublemaker for seniors with sensitive stomachs. That's because onions contain sulfur compounds, which can trigger bloating, acid reflux, and gas. For those dealing with GERD or regular indigestion, raw onions in particular can be tough on the system. Cooking onions can ease their harshness, but even then, their high fiber content can still cause discomfort in some individuals. If onions tend to bother your stomach, try reducing the amount you use, or opt for gentler alternatives like green onions or shallots. Cooking onions slowly until they're soft and pairing them with mild foods can also help make them more digestible for older adults. Conclusion: moderation is key. While vegetables are a vital part of a healthy diet, not every veggie is ideal for every body, especially as we age. Changes in digestion, chronic conditions, and interactions with medications mean that some vegetables can cause more harm than good for seniors. From causing bloating or heartburn to increasing the risk of kidney stones or interfering with prescriptions, the vegetables we've covered today deserve a second look. But that doesn't mean seniors should cut them out completely. It's all about balance, portion control, and knowing your body's limits. By understanding which vegetables might be problematic and adjusting how much and how often you eat them, you can still enjoy a varied, rich foods, nutrient-rich diet without the downsides. When in doubt, talk with your healthcare provider about what's best for you. Because when it comes to healthy aging, smart food choices can make all the difference. Recap: smart veggie choices for seniors. Did you know that some veggies in your kitchen might be doing more harm than good, especially if you're over 50? Here's a quick recap of 9 vegetables seniors may want to rethink. Bell peppers, which can trigger reflux. Beets, which may spike blood sugar and strain the kidneys. Bloating. Okra, which may upset digestion and raise kidney stone risk. Garlic, which can interfere with blood thinners. Tomatoes, which may worsen acid reflux and inflammation. Radishes, which can irritate the stomach and act as diuretics. Chard, which is high in oxalates and vitamin K. Onions, which may cause gas and reflux in sensitive stomachs. Many of these vegetables have great health benefits, but for seniors, the key is moderation, careful preparation, and sometimes choosing gentler alternatives like zucchini, cucumbers, or cooked greens. This guide will help you make safer, smarter choices to protect your health as you age. Watch the full video to learn more about which vegetables to avoid and what you can eat instead to stay strong and feel your best.